7:30 p.m. on March 18th, 2020. I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Planning Commission to order. Please rise for a pledge of allegiance, a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Sharon, roll call, please.
Mr. Dill.
Present.
Mr. Pacusa.
Here.
Mr. Morganti. Ms. Krivda.
Here.
Mr. Stevenson.
Present.
Mr. Conway.
Here.
Mr. Weldon.
Here.
First item on the agenda was the reorganization. The board's decided to put it off until we have a full complement of members. So that'll be tabled.
Second.
Motion.
I make a motion at the table.
Second. Roll call.
Mr. Dill.
Aye.
Mr. Pacusa.
Aye.
Ms. Krivda.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Conway.
Aye. Next will be the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of December 18th, 2019.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Sharon, roll call, please.
Mr. Dill.
Aye.
Mr. Pacusa.
Aye.
Ms. Krivda.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Conway.
Aye. Next, under new business, would be 21 ST Kraken Properties. The applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct an 18,621 square foot building to be used as a pet hospital. Associated site amenities of properties zone C2 business commercial. Property is located at 2674 Monroeville Boulevard and is known as tax parcel 743N224. Please come forward.
I don't know if we can get this on a screen somewhere.
Yeah.
He'll put it on the overhead.
Okay, all right.
State your name for the record, please.
Absolutely. My name is Bill Moldovan. I'm with Civil and Environmental Consultants here representing the applicant for recommendation by the Planning Commission for, as you mentioned, the demolition of an existing structure at 2647 Monroeville Boulevard and the construction of a new 18,200 and change pet hospital.
Sign in.
If you could sign in, please.
Yeah, okay. All right. As you can see on the plan, we are keeping the general configuration of the existing site. The building footprint is larger than the existing. The existing building that's being demolished is approximately 10,000 square feet. We explored the resurfacing of the existing lot and through geotechnical investigation found that the subbase wasn't fit for resurfacing. So we're doing a full depth resurfacing of the existing parking lot. It's going to be a little bit smaller than the existing. We are required to have 74 parking spaces with the proposed use. We are providing 75 with 4 handicap accessible parking spaces. No variance is being requested. We're meeting the front side. There is no rear yard setback requirement in the C2 zoning district. Well, on this parcel. The adjacent properties are C2 as well, so we have no buffer yards being proposed. Stormwater is being detained in an underground detention facility. We've submitted our plans and reports to Mr. Wielden and the municipal engineer. We received comments back, and we've been in coordination and have, well, I've got resubmission documents here with response to comment letters. So with that, I'm opening it up for questions if you have any about the proposed development.
I have a quick one.
Yeah.
You could probably dispel easily. The information on that sheet that we were looking at says 18,621. You mentioned 18,200 something.
I said 18,600 and change is what I had said. It's 18,621.
Okay. Good enough.
Sure thing.
Paul, you have any questions?
No, we have received plans, we reviewed them. There were some comments from MS Consultants and myself. Nothing that will be insurmountable. I anticipate that everything will be addressed and that this project can be moved on to council.
I had a question about the retention basin,
Sure.
and do you have a plan for that we've already reviewed?
Yes, the post-construction stormwater management plan and report have been reviewed.
I haven't seen that yet, so.
We typically don't send that to the planning commission members, just because it's a lot of
Detail.
number crunching, but if you want to look at it, we can certainly get you a copy. You can stop by the office and look at it at your leisure.
Thank you.
There are details for the tank in the set of plans. It shows you the size of the tank and the openings on the outlet structure, and that sort of thing, but if you want to look at the entire report.
I didn't
that's
have a
on file.
volume in the plans, and since we didn't have an elevation.
You know the ultimate volume of the entire system?
I don't. It's approximately 125 feet long by 60 feet long, and it's 4-foot diameter pipes. So it's a large footprint. The requirement from the municipality is there's a 50% release rate requirement on this property, and then also 110% of the 100-year storm is required to fit in that system. So it's taking up almost half the parking lot.
Yeah.
Board members have any other questions?
Anything else, Mr. Conway?
Just looking at these, and the drawings package that you gave me, the only thing that I saw, I was questioning the number of drainage sewers for stormwater. Seemed to
Inlets?
be only 2 inlets. One in the corner of the parking lot and one in the driveway.
Sure, if the parking lot is,
And I see the slopes and the elevations.
and that's adequate, a typical inlet can handle approximately an acre of surface
An
runoff.
inch acre?
Yeah. So,
And the site, we've done the analysis for that inlet for capacity, and we are comfortable. I said the same thing whenever I was first looking at it and approving the stormwater, and we've done our due diligence to ensure that is an inlet. Those 2 have the capacity.
Good.
Any other questions from the board?
Make a motion, this be approved.
I have one more question. I'm sorry.
The rest of it.
I'm sort of new here, so
Okay, I'm
I'm,
glad to answer it.
maybe
I'll
overdoing it. I noticed in one of the letters, I think it was a letter from the county, they mentioned the waste drains for animal waste. And I didn't know if we had a detailed study of that at all. Where the sanitary drains are gonna be for the animals. And I assume that just goes into the normal wastewater.
I'm not sure I did not see, I haven't seen a letter that
is that from the Economic Development, Kay Pierce?
thought I saw it somewhere. I don't have my,
The one from the county that I'm looking at now, it says,
It mentioned
"Be a
trees.
good idea to provide a few signs and/or animal waste disposal receptacles to remind dog owners to clean up after their
maybe
pets."
that's what I'm thinking, but I'm
Okay.
looking at it from the building standpoint.
Yeah, there's no separate drain that ties into the storm system or the
No, no.
sanitary system.
Oh, where does it go?
Just like at a dog park or something like that, you know, the solids will be picked up. Liquids will go into the surface and be washed
That's it.
away with rain.
When you have the dog walking area, et cetera, you're gonna hose it off, aren't you?
I'm sure they will,
I
yeah.
will say that, you know, in talking with the applicant and understanding their logistics, this isn't, it's not your typical dog park. These are animals that are going through rehab that they take out
Understood.
one at a time. And my expectation and understanding from the applicant was that they would be, it's not the public taking their dogs or the dog owners, they're physicians. So they will have a plan to keep those areas clean. And they are small. I mean, they're, you know, a walk area for one dog, you know, less than 20 by 10.
Right.
And then a walk area for a few dogs, it's only 30 by 10.
Right.
So they will be,
I just thought they'd have a hose station or something and some kind of sewer connection to wash the waste away. Maybe I'm thinking too.
Like I said, I'm
That
sure-
might come in further down the plan, once they get into like building permits and everything, when they actually develop the building floor plan itself,
And
that information will get in.
we will be submitting for building permit review within most likely the month.
Anybody in the audience have any questions? No? Okay. Okay, there was a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I seconded, yes.
Second. Okay. Sharon, roll call, please.
Mr. Dill?
Aye.
Mr. Pacusa?
Aye.
Ms. Krivda?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Yes.
Mr. Conway?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next will be a motion to adjourn.
I make that motion?
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.